Have you ever wondered why so many people seem to struggle with their health or even pass away shortly after reaching 70? Is aging as inevitable as it seems, or can we take control of how we experience these later years of life? In this video, we're going to explore the natural process of growing older and uncover the key factors that influence how we age, from physical changes to emotional challenges. You'll discover the truth behind why the age of 70 is such a critical milestone, and more importantly, what you can do to navigate this stage of life with vitality and purpose. We'll share a powerful story about Mr. Lee, a man in his 70s who, despite his healthy lifestyle, is faced with unexpected health challenges and the shocking loss of friends his age. His experience will give you insight into the subtle changes that occur as we grow older. Plus, we'll discuss simple but effective steps to promote longevity, reduce health risks, and maintain your mental and emotional well-being well into your 70s and beyond. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to embrace aging with confidence and clarity, ensuring that these years are filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Don't miss the life-changing advice that can help you live a longer, healthier life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Let's explore the deeply moving journey of Mr. Lee, a man whose life has been a masterclass in discipline, resilience, and a profound commitment to living well. Mr. Lee's life story is one of unwavering dedication to habits that promote physical strength and emotional wellness. For as long as he could remember, he started his days with a brisk walk, often accompanied by his son. These walks were not merely about physical exercise. They were precious moments of connection. The early morning air carried the sound of their conversations, laughter, and sometimes quiet reflection. It was during these walks that Mr. Lee passed down stories of his youth, shared his dreams for his son's future, and cherished the simple yet profound act of being present with someone he loved. Now in his 70s, Mr. Lee has continued his morning ritual. The routine has become a thread that ties his past to his present, a grounding force in a world that seems to change more quickly with each passing year. His neighbors often marvel at his energy, observing him with a mixture of admiration and envy. "How do you do it, Mr. Lee?" they often ask. His answer is always the same: discipline and gratitude. Take care of your body and cherish every moment. Yet, behind this answer lies a truth he is only beginning to confront, a truth that is both humbling and unsettling. Despite his discipline and years of good health, Mr. Lee has started noticing subtle but undeniable changes in his body. His energy, once as steady as a flowing river, now fluctuates unpredictably. Some days, he feels as though he could walk for hours. On others, even a short stroll leaves him fatigued. What troubles him more than his health, however, is the growing list of friends and peers who are no longer here. Many of them, seemingly healthy and active, have passed away unexpectedly in recent years. Each loss feels like a quiet warning, a reminder that no matter how much care we give to our bodies, life's fragility is an inescapable reality. This realization has left Mr. Lee grappling with an unfamiliar emotion: fear. He has always been a man of reason, someone who believed that effort and discipline could conquer almost anything. But now, as he attends the funerals of old friends and hears the sobs of grieving families, he finds himself asking questions he has never dared to voice aloud. Why does it seem that so many people face sudden health crises or pass away after the age of 70? Is it a matter of genetics, lifestyle, or simply an inevitable part of growing old? One day, unable to quiet his thoughts, Mr. Lee decided to speak with his doctor. Sitting in the sterile yet comforting atmosphere of the clinic, he poured out his concerns. "Doctor," he began, his voice steady but tinged with vulnerability, "I've done everything I was supposed to. I've stayed active, eaten well, and taken care of myself. Yet, I see people around me, people like me, facing serious health issues, or passing away. Why is this happening? Is there something we're all missing, or is this just what happens when you reach a certain age? The doctor, an empathetic and thoughtful woman, listened intently before responding. "Mr. Lee," she said gently, "your concerns are valid and very common among people who reach their 70s. The body indeed undergoes profound changes at this stage of life, changes that we cannot fully control. But it's also true that there are things we can do to navigate these challenges with grace and wisdom. Aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can also be a time of adaptation and resilience. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me." She explained that while modern medicine, nutrition, and improved living standards have allowed millions to live well into their 70s and beyond, this age often marks a critical turning point. The human body, despite all its strength and adaptability, begins to show the wear and tear of decades. The immune system weakens, making people more susceptible to illnesses. Chronic conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, and arthritis become more prevalent, and the risk of sudden health events like heart attacks and strokes increases. Moreover, she added, aging isn't just a physical process, it's an emotional and social one as well. Many elderly individuals face loneliness, the loss of loved ones, and the psychological toll of feeling less capable than they once were. All of these factors interplay, creating a complex web of challenges that require attention and care. But, the doctor continued, this doesn't mean we're powerless. By understanding these changes, we can take proactive steps to address them. Regular health checkups, a balanced diet, continued physical activity tailored to your abilities, and nurturing your emotional well-being can make a significant difference. Aging well is not just about avoiding illness. It's about embracing life with all its complexities and finding joy in the moments we still have. For Mr. Lee, this conversation was both sobering and enlightening. It confirmed some of his fears, but it also gave him hope. He realized that while he couldn't control everything, he could still take steps to make the most of the years ahead. The doctor's words lingered in his mind long after he left the clinic. Aging isn't the end of the journey. It's a new chapter, one where wisdom and care can shape the story. In the days that followed, Mr. Lee found himself reflecting deeply on his life. He began to see his morning walks not just as exercise but as a symbol of resilience and gratitude. Each step became a reminder that he was still here, still capable, and still connected to the world around him. He also resolved to share what he had learned with others, hoping that his experiences might inspire them to approach aging with courage and optimism. Mr. Lee's story is a poignant reminder that life after 70 is not a time to fear but a time to cherish. It's a chapter filled with challenges, yes, but also with opportunities for growth, connection, and reflection. For those willing to embrace it, this stage of life can be as rich and meaningful as any that came before. Aging is a journey we all embark on, often without realizing it has begun. It starts subtly, as early as our 20s when the body begins to change in ways so minor they are almost imperceptible. Perhaps we tire a little more quickly after a late night, or it takes just a bit longer to recover from a bruise or a cut. These changes are easy to dismiss, overshadowed by the vitality of youth. Yet, they quietly mark the beginning of a long, inevitable process. Fast forward several decades and those barely noticeable shifts become profound transformations, ones that affect not just how we feel but how we move, think, and live. By the time we reach our 70s, the body's once remarkable ability to repair itself diminishes significantly. This decline becomes most apparent in critical areas such as the brain and nervous system. Unlike other cells in the body, nerve and brain cells cannot regenerate once damaged. This leads to noticeable cognitive changes. Simple tasks like recalling a name, following a conversation, or solving a problem might feel like climbing a steep hill. For some, this cognitive decline can be deeply unsettling, a reminder of time's relentless march. The immune system, our body's vigilant guard against illness, also begins to weaken. What once was a minor cold can now linger for weeks, potentially escalating into something more serious. This increased vulnerability means that older adults are not just more susceptible to infections, but also face greater risks from complications that arise from them. Meanwhile, key organs like the heart, lungs, liver, and kidneys, which have worked tirelessly for decades, start to show wear and tear. These changes might manifest as shortness of breath after climbing stairs, fatigue that doesn't go away with rest, or slower healing from everyday ailments. Physically, the signs of aging can be disheartening. Muscles weaken, bones become more brittle, and physical strength diminishes. Tasks that once required no thought, lifting groceries, bending down to tie a shoe, or even standing for extended periods, suddenly demand effort. It's not just the loss of strength that's hard to accept, but the loss of independence that comes with it. For many, these physical changes are a daily reminder of how much has changed and how much they must now adapt. However, aging is not just a physical process, it's a deeply emotional and psychological one as well. The transition into the later stages of life can bring profound shifts in how we see ourselves and our place in the world. For some, the loss of independence is particularly difficult to bear. Relying on family members or caregivers for tasks that once felt effortless can be humbling, even humiliating at times. The emotional toll of feeling like a burden, whether real or imagined, can lead to guilt, frustration, and a sense of vulnerability. Beyond physical independence, aging can challenge one's sense of purpose. In earlier stages of life, roles within the family, community, or workplace provide structure and meaning. But as we grow older, those roles often fade or evolve. Retirement, for instance, may initially feel like a long-awaited break, but over time, it can bring feelings of irrelevance. Similarly, adult children who once relied on their parents for guidance and support may now have lives of their own, leaving some seniors feeling sidelined. The emotional weight of this shift can lead to loneliness, isolation, or even depression, particularly for those who lack a strong support system or meaningful connections. It's important to acknowledge these emotional struggles, as they are deeply tied to physical health. Anxiety and depression, common among older adults, can exacerbate existing health conditions and make it even harder to cope with the challenges of aging. The mind and body are intricately connected, and when one suffers, the other often follows. Yet, within these challenges lies an opportunity for reflection and growth. Aging, despite its difficulties, can offer a sense of clarity that is often elusive in earlier stages of life. It invites us to prioritize what truly matters, whether it's spending time with loved ones, nurturing hobbies, or simply savoring quiet moments of peace. While physical strength may wane, emotional resilience can grow stronger. Many older adults find a profound sense of gratitude for the small joys of life, a sunrise, a kind word, or a cherished memory. Doctors and health experts emphasize that while we cannot stop the aging process, we can take steps to age gracefully. Regular health checkups, a balanced diet, and moderate exercise can make a world of difference in maintaining vitality. Exercise, in particular, is not just about staying physically fit. It's about preserving independence and the ability to move through life with ease and confidence. Activities like walking, yoga, or even light strength training can help maintain muscle mass, improve balance, and boost mood. Aging also teaches us to adapt and embrace change. It challenges us to let go of the things we cannot control and focus on the things we can. For some, this means fostering deeper connections with family and friends, while for others, it's about finding joy in solitude and self-discovery. It's a time to reflect on the lessons learned over a lifetime, to share wisdom with younger generations, and to find meaning in the simple act of being. Ultimately, aging is a journey of both loss and gain. It's a reminder of life's impermanence, but also its beauty. Each wrinkle, gray hair, or ache tells a story of resilience, love, and survival. Yes, the process can be challenging, even painful at times, but it is also rich with opportunities for growth, reflection, and connection. Aging is not just about the years we have lived, but about how we choose to live the years that remain. And in that choice lies the power to find joy, purpose, and peace in every stage of life. As we age, it becomes clear that maintaining emotional health is just as critical as preserving physical well-being. While it's easy to focus on diet, exercise, and managing medications, we often overlook how the state of our hearts and minds profoundly impacts our quality of life. Emotional health is the quiet pillar that holds everything else together. It's the difference between merely existing and truly living. Doctors and psychologists alike stress the importance of cultivating meaningful relationships, spending time with loved ones, and participating in activities that spark genuine joy. These are not just pleasant suggestions. They are essential lifelines. Loneliness and a lack of purpose can creep in as the years pass, especially for those who have lost partners, friends, or their sense of societal roles. That's why it's so vital to actively seek out connections and activities that keep the spirit alive. Whether it's finding solace in a shared conversation, engaging in a favorite hobby, or even volunteering to help others, these acts nourish the soul in ways that no amount of medication can. I believe that embracing a positive outlook and discovering a renewed sense of purpose is not just an option, it's a survival strategy for the heart and mind. Without it, aging risks becoming a slow descent into despair, despite one's physical health. However, even as we prioritize emotional well-being, the challenges of physical health become more pronounced as we grow older, especially past the age of 70. Chronic illnesses like cancer, cardiovascular disease, and respiratory conditions feel like an ever-present shadow, threatening the peace we've worked so hard to achieve. Cancer, for example, is a particularly daunting foe, growing more common as we age due to the natural accumulation of cellular mutations over time. It's a bitter reality that after decades of living when we should be reaping the rewards of our efforts, our bodies sometimes turn against us. What's even more heartbreaking is how many cancers remain undetected in their early stages because their symptoms often mimic other, seemingly harmless, aspects of aging. Fatigue, weight loss, or even a lingering cough might be shrugged off as normal for someone in their 70s, delaying critical diagnoses until the disease has advanced. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Cardiovascular diseases, including high blood pressure, arteriosclerosis, and heart disease, are equally formidable. These conditions often develop silently, without warning, until they announce themselves through catastrophic events like heart attacks or strokes. It's frightening to think that something as subtle as unchecked stress or a missed doctor's appointment could lead to such life-altering consequences. For many, this can feel overwhelming, like navigating a minefield where one misstep could be disastrous. But vigilance, regular screenings, and maintaining a heart-healthy lifestyle are our greatest allies in this battle. Respiratory illnesses also pose a significant threat, particularly as we face colder months. Conditions like pneumonia or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, can become especially dangerous during winter, when our immune systems are naturally weaker and infections spread more easily. The chill of winter doesn't just bite at the skin. It impacts the body in deeper, more insidious ways. Scientifically, cold temperatures constrict blood vessels, causing blood pressure to rise and increasing the likelihood of cardiovascular events such as heart attacks or strokes. It's almost poetic, in a cruel way, how the beauty of a snowy winter morning can also harbor such risks for the elderly. These health challenges demand not only medical vigilance but also a mindset of resilience. Regular checkups, early detection, and proactive health habits are vital. Yet, addressing these issues goes beyond just practical steps. It requires emotional fortitude. The reality of aging is that it often feels like fighting a battle on multiple fronts. You're managing your physical health, navigating the emotional complexities of life transitions, and, at times, coming to terms with your mortality. This is not easy, nor should it be dismissed as just part of getting older. Winter, in particular, seems to test the strength of older adults in unique ways. The cold season doesn't just affect the body, it weighs heavily on the spirit. Shorter days and longer nights can bring about feelings of isolation and sadness, exacerbating loneliness. For those over 70, This time of year can feel especially challenging, like facing a season that conspires against both physical and emotional well-being. Yet, it also offers an opportunity to lean into the practices and connections that sustain us. Wrapping up warmly, keeping the house cozy, and preparing nutrient-rich meals become acts of self-care, small but powerful ways to counter the chill and protect one's health. When I think about these challenges, I can't help but feel a deep sense of admiration for the resilience required to grow old in a world that often underestimates the elderly. There is a quiet heroism in facing each day with grace, even as the body weakens and the world around you changes in ways you cannot control. Aging is not just a biological process. It's a testament to the human spirit. It's about finding strength in the relationships you nurture, the passions you pursue, and the wisdom you've accumulated over a lifetime. Though the road may be fraught with challenges, I firmly believe there's also beauty in aging. The wrinkles that map your face are not just signs of time, they are stories of triumph, resilience, and survival. The aches and pains, while burdensome, are reminders of a life well lived, full of movement, work, and love. In the end, aging gracefully is not about avoiding illness or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about accepting the changes with courage, addressing challenges with determination, and cherishing the moments of joy that make life worth living. Winter can be a breathtakingly beautiful season, draping the world in snow and quiet stillness. But for many people, particularly seniors, it also arrives with unique challenges that demand our attention and care. The colder months are more than just a change in weather. They bring a host of potential risks, many of which can significantly impact health and well-being. Among these, the rise in respiratory infections during winter poses a serious threat, especially for those with weakened immune systems or pre-existing health conditions. What might be a mild cold or cough for some can escalate into pneumonia or other severe complications for vulnerable individuals. The bitter irony is that while staying indoors might seem like a way to escape the chill and protect oneself, it often creates a new problem: poor ventilation. Confined spaces without proper air circulation can trap airborne pathogens, making it easier for illnesses to spread, even within the perceived safety of one's home. Beyond health concerns related to illness, winter also brings physical hazards that can't be overlooked. The icy streets, snow-covered walkways, and slippery steps outside turn into treacherous obstacles, particularly for older adults. For seniors, many of whom have conditions like osteoporosis or brittle bones, a single fall can lead to devastating consequences. Fractures, especially hip fractures, often mark the beginning of long recovery journeys filled with pain, immobility, and in some cases, permanent loss of independence. The emotional toll of these accidents is just as significant, fostering fear and anxiety that may discourage seniors from venturing outdoors or engaging in daily activities. It's not just the ice that causes harm, it's the fear of falling and its aftermath that often diminishes the quality of life. Addressing these risks requires proactive measures and thoughtful planning. Doctors and experts recommend simple but impactful steps to reduce the dangers of winter. Dressing warmly in layers of clothing can help regulate body temperature while staying physically active, even through light indoor exercises like stretching, yoga, or gentle strength training, keeps the body flexible and less prone to injuries. A diet rich in vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats becomes especially important during this time, as it fortifies the immune system and supports overall health. Ensuring that the home is warm, adequately heated, and well-ventilated strikes a balance between comfort and safety, reducing the risk of cold-related illnesses and airborne infections. Yet, perhaps the most profound source of protection comes from human connection and community. Winter can feel isolating, especially for those living alone or far from family. A simple phone call, a visit to check on a loved one, or assistance with groceries and errands can provide not only physical help but also emotional reassurance. Knowing that someone cares enough to lend support can make a world of difference, transforming the coldest months into a time of warmth and connection. This support isn't just practical. It's a form of love and attention that helps combat the emotional strain of winter, which can be as heavy as the physical risks. The challenges of winter also serve as a stark reminder of the power of healthy habits in promoting longevity and resilience. Research consistently underscores the importance of lifestyle choices, particularly as people age. Avoiding harmful habits like smoking is one of the most impactful decisions anyone can make. Smoking isn't just a threat to respiratory health. It weakens the entire body, making it less capable of fighting off illness or recovering from injuries. Choosing to quit, or never starting, is a powerful act of self-care that pays dividends in extended life expectancy and enhanced quality of life. Physical activity is another cornerstone of healthy aging, especially in winter when staying active becomes more difficult. Regular movement, whether it's a daily walk, a series of stretching exercises, or even dancing to your favorite music, helps maintain muscle strength, flexibility, and balance. These benefits are not just about physical health. They extend to mental and emotional well-being, reducing feelings of stagnation and fostering a sense of vitality. Exercise doesn't just keep the body strong. It gives the mind and spirit a sense of purpose and resilience, helping to ward off the winter blues. Ultimately, winter, much like aging itself, teaches us profound lessons about preparation, adaptability, and the value of connection. It reminds us that while some challenges are inevitable, the way we respond to them can make all the difference. By taking intentional steps to protect our health, embracing the support of loved ones, and maintaining habits that nurture the body and mind, we don't just endure the winter season. We find ways to thrive within it. In the end, it's not just about surviving the cold. It's about finding warmth in our choices, our relationships, and the enduring strength that carries us through every season of life. A balanced diet is more than just a means of survival. It's a profound act of self-love, especially as we age. Foods rich in vibrant colors and natural nutrients, like ripe fruits bursting with flavor, fresh and crisp vegetables, lean proteins that build and repair our bodies, and wholesome grains that sustain our energy, are nature's way of keeping us thriving. These foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that work tirelessly to strengthen our immune system, protect our organs, and even slow down the aging process. Think about it. Every bite you take has the potential to heal, energize, and protect you from the inside out. Maintaining a healthy weight becomes increasingly important as the years go by. It's not about chasing societal standards or fitting into a certain size, but about giving our bodies the best chance to function without unnecessary strain. A balanced weight reduces the likelihood of battling chronic diseases like diabetes or heart disease, and it helps protect our joints from the aches and pains that can come with excess weight. Imagine the freedom of moving through your day without the burden of preventable ailments, being able to walk, garden, or play with grandchildren without discomfort. It's a gift we can give ourselves with mindful choices and small, consistent efforts. Yet, health is more than just physical. The mind and spirit crave nourishment, too, and as we age, mental health becomes a cornerstone of our overall well-being. Loneliness, often a silent companion in later years, can be combated with genuine social connections. Whether it's a weekly call with a dear friend, volunteering for a cause that resonates, or joining a local club or community group, these connections weave a fabric of purpose into our days. Engaging in meaningful activities, reading a new book, learning a skill, or simply taking time to reflect, keeps our minds sharp and our hearts full. When we feel a sense of purpose, every day becomes a chance to contribute and grow, no matter our age. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Aging is often portrayed as a time of loss or decline, but it doesn't have to be that way. In truth, it can be a time of renewal, a chance to embrace the life we've built and the lessons we've learned. This stage of life, if approached with intention, can be one of vitality and joy. Imagine waking up each morning not with dread but with curiosity and gratitude. With the right mindset and proactive choices, aging becomes less about what we've lost and more about what we still have to gain. For those over 70, the idea of longevity takes on a deeper meaning. It's not just about adding years to our lives, but about making sure those years are rich with purpose, connection, and fulfillment. What does it mean to live a meaningful life in our later years? It might mean rekindling old friendships, spending time on hobbies that bring joy, or even exploring passions that were once put aside. It might mean being there for loved ones, but also knowing when to prioritize our own needs and boundaries. Longevity is about striking a balance, staying informed about health risks, choosing habits that enhance our well-being, and cultivating a sense of inner peace that radiates outward. Healthy habits form the bedrock of this journey. Simple daily choices, like drinking enough water, getting quality sleep, moving our bodies regularly, and embracing the healing power of gratitude, compound over time to create a life of vitality. Nurturing relationships becomes equally important, whether through the steady companionship of family or the uplifting energy of friends. Staying proactive about our health by attending regular checkups, listening to our bodies, and being open to new medical insights empowers us to take control of our well-being. The years after 70 can be some of the most rewarding and fulfilling of our lives, but only if we choose to see them that way. This is the time to reflect, to grow, and to live with intention. It's a chance to redefine what it means to age, not as a decline but as a transformation. Through mindful choices, self-care, and the courage to embrace change, we can create a life that's not only long but also truly worth living. Every day, every meal, every connection, and every smile becomes part of a larger journey toward a life filled with love, laughter, and lasting memories. As we reach the end of this journey together, I hope these insights about aging, health, and finding fulfillment have touched your heart and inspired your thoughts. Life after 70 is a precious chapter, one where every choice we make matters, every moment can be meaningful, and every connection becomes a treasure. Now, it's your turn to reflect. What have you learned today that resonates most with you? Is it the importance of a balanced diet, the value of maintaining strong social connections, or the reminder that aging can be a time of vitality and joy? Share one thing you've learned in this video and plan to bring into your daily life in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please take a moment to leave your comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you can join us for more discussions, insights, and wisdom about living your best life at every stage. Thank you for watching, and here's to a journey of health, happiness, and purpose.